I was all set to propose to my girlfriend of 7 years, but I saw her search history, and now I don't know how to react. I 28M is about to propose to my GF, 28F of 7 years, but then I discovered something need advice. We've been together for S years, and we've been really happy together. She's sweet, loving, and caring. She's already been close to my family, and me to hers. We are really connected to each other. Same passion, same likes and dislikes. We frequently travel together, and we rarely fight, and when we do, we resolve issues quickly. It's like a perfect relationship. We've been steady, we're genuinely happy in love. Just when I was already contemplating proposing to her, I felt like she'd gone cold for the past month. Just this Valentine's Day, we were on top of the world, surprising one another with gifts and sweet nothings, but the following weeks felt different. Her I love you weren't as enthusiastic. The way she talks and communicates with me feels different. She easily gets upset over trivial things. She seems to be a different person. All of a sudden I actually asked her what was wrong, but she assured me everything was okay, and something was just bugging her. I asked again, but it seems she doesn't want to open up. She assures me, though, that she loves me very much. Then just recently, like 4 days back, I was reminded that she has a spare phone, just sitting in my drawer. The phone was dead and had not been used for almost a year, so I grabbed a charger, booted it up, and it so happened that her Google account was still logged in on the device. Curious. I went to see what she'd been up to lately. Then I discovered her recent search history on Google and YouTube. I was shocked, and I don't know how to react. The searches go like this. I cheated on him. I cheated on him many times. I cheated. Should we break up? Breaking up a long-term relationship, and so on. The searches were dated February 15th onwards. Almost every day, she looks at the same searches and other related topics. I'm so sad to learn that she can't eat, and she won't sleep. But I haven't confronted her about it. Should I confront her? We are currently separated by distance at work, but we'll see each other again next week. I'm confused, shocked, and unsure of how to respond. Please provide an update. Hi everyone, I'm updating my previous post because I don't need to meet her again the following week. This is what transpired. She contacted me at 11:44 p.m. to tell me she had arrived home and was ready to go to bed. She must rent a room while closing transactions in a different city. At 11:51 p.m., I tried FaceTime her to wish her a good night, but she didn't answer. I tried messaging her, but she didn't respond. I then remembered that spare phone I had with me, on which her Google account was logged in. I quickly looked through her activity history to see what she was doing, and to my surprise, there was a Google Assistant command recorded at 11:48 p.m. I played and listened, and I could hear her and another guy's voices while they were fiddling with the Google Home gadget. I challenged her and sent her many texts, but she didn't respond until about 1 in the morning. She kept on denying she's cheating. Then I laid out all the evidence, all the screen caps, and even the audio clip recording from the Google Assistant. She finally admitted. So yes, I broke up with her, and now I am single. Second story. My girlfriend calls me weird for walking to my workplace. She says she is too embarrassed to tell her friends that I walk. Is she being superficial, or am I missing something? I feel like I'm going crazy. So I just wanted to check whether I'd somehow wholly misjudged this. Literally the only thing to explain here. I've been seeing my girlfriend for 3 months, exclusively, for 2. I don't drive as I graduated university and moved to London, where a car isn't needed, and have only just moved back to my more rural hometown. I'm currently working in an office, which is slightly awkwardly located. If I get the bus, it's 2 separate buses, so the journey takes a total of about 55 minutes. If I walk, it's 1 hour, 10 minutes. I enjoy walking a lot when it isn't raining, and I take quite a scenic route, so I enjoy getting my headphones in with Spotify and just enjoying the stroll in the mornings and evenings. I appreciate it more than a cramped bus and find it to be relaxing and a fresh start to the day. I mentioned in passing that I walk to work to my girlfriend, and she keeps bringing it up, saying that if I don't drive, I should stop being weird and get public transport like everyone else. She thinks it's too long to just walk each day, and she just finds it odd. She said she would be too embarrassed to tell her friends that I walk to work. That's all I can explain. There's no real other reason, but she genuinely seems to have an issue with it. Am I missing something here, has she? On what happened 3 nights ago, we were hanging out at her house and decided to go for dinner at a pub, a 5-minute walk from her home. Nowhere fancy. I asked her if we should head off, to which she replied, "Well, have you called a taxi?" I pointed out that it was 5 minutes away and quicker to get here, and it was a lovely evening. She then told me that walking to places is undignified, and that I could embarrass myself with that kind of thing if I wanted to, but she wouldn't. I was taken aback. I couldn't believe she felt this way about something as simple and enjoyable as walking. It wasn't just about the walk to work anymore. It was about her attitude towards something I found pleasure in. I realized this wasn't just a quirky difference between us. It highlighted a deeper issue, her immaturity and lack of understanding or respect for my choices. I pondered about it for the following few days, and the more I thought about it, the more it troubled me. Not only did she need more understanding, but she also seemed to have a superficial concern for appearances over practical and enjoyable actions. Finally, I decided to address it. We sat in her living room, and I told her I needed to talk. I explained that her constant criticism of my walking was more than a disagreement. It showed a lack of respect for something I enjoyed and found beneficial. I told her that walking was essential to me for the exercise and the relaxation and mental clarity it provided. She didn't take it well. She accused me of being overly sensitive and said that I was overreacting. That was the last straw for me. I realized that if she couldn't understand something so simple, we would have more significant problems. So I told her that I didn't think we would work out. I mentioned that she had something growing up to do, and that I needed someone who could respect my choices no matter how different they might be. Then I walked the 5-kilometer home because you, Amanda, were excellent at walking.